Hi, it's Erik Paulsen, and welcome to the Correspondence Corner this week. I'm standing out in front of the House of Representatives where the President will soon be coming to give his State of the Union address in just a couple of weeks. He'll address not only Congress, but also the entire country. I'd be curious to hear what the issues are that you believe the President should bring up as a part of his State of the Union address. I know I've asked him to bring up the issue of sex trafficking because I've got legislation with bipartisan support to make some headway on that issue. We're going to jump into our questions, though. The first comes from Betty in Edina, and she writes in, "Dear Mr. Paulsen, I'm getting closer to the time when I can retire, and I want to be sure that programs like Medicare are available to me. I read in the paper how the costs are going up, and the program might not even be available in the future. I'd like to ask you to make sure that these funds that I've been paying into Medicare are available for myself and others. Thank you." First of all, thanks, Betty. You're not alone. Nearly 10,000 people a day are retiring. A lot of seniors are going on to Medicare, Social Security. The good news is we've got an opportunity to do something to make sure that Medicare is going to be protected and saved for future generations. Senator Wyden, Congressman Welch, and Senator Isaacson and myself just this week had a press conference releasing a new opportunity to make headway on Medicare changes, saving the program, making sure it's going to be there for solvency, but also allowing healthcare providers to do more coordinated care, take care of patients, and reimburse our physicians in different ways, and use technology like telehealth and other opportunities that the Mayo Clinic, for instance, in Minnesota has done. Using coordinated care with this bipartisan support approach is going to make great headway in not only having high quality care for patients, but also saving Medicare by lowering costs. The next question actually comes in from Cory. Came across a letter he sent in from Maple Grove. And Cory says, "Dear Congressman Paulsen, I care about our national parks. National treasures like Yosemite, the National Mall, and Gettysburg are some of our most beautiful places, and they represent defining moments in our country's history. I urge you to work with our other elected leaders to help protect our national parks." First of all, thanks, Cory, for that great letter and that great note. You're absolutely right. Our national parks are our crown jewels. Think of the beautiful history, the vistas, the scenery, for any of you that have had a chance to visit like my family has to some of our national parks. This week, the House just passed legislation that gives the National Park Service the authority to incorporate the Gettysburg train station into the Gettysburg National Military Park. This means we're going to have more opportunity for others to see what took place in history, where Abraham Lincoln gave one of his most famous speeches and historical speeches our country's ever heard 150 years ago. I'll continue to protect our national parks. I want to thank all of you for taking the time to join us. Send your thoughts, your questions, your ideas. On my website, you can send an email at paulsen.house.gov. Of course, you can reach me at Facebook or on Twitter as well. Have a great weekend and a great week.